Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your November 2024 reading. I hope all is well with you today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure it's no coincidence that you are. Okay, so this is for you if you are Capricorn, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's also for you if you just come across the reading and you like the title and it resonates. Also, it is a general reading, so just take what you need from it and leave behind what you don't. So, shall we get started? I have these lovely Woodland Warden cards by Jessica Rue. We'll use those to find your general energy, your general theme of this month, and we'll see how they weave into our readings. Obviously, we will use the Rider-Waite deck again, because they're really great for doing a good reading. I love the Rider-Waite. And we will see how your recent past energy is, your current energy and your future energy. Then we'll find 3 cards to find some guidance and help on how best to navigate through the month, Capricorn. So, right, let us find 3 cards. Oh, we won't have all of those. Far too many. Okay. We have the Sheep and Blackberry, Devotion. The Spider and Passion Flower, Creative Ingenuity. The Skunk and Magnolia, Protection. Okay, Devotion, Creative Ingenuity and Protection for this month. Let's see how they weave themselves into this reading. Let's find past energy for Capricorn, please. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, one on the floor, and we'll have that one. Okie dokie, so recent past energy for you Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the 5 of Swords, and we have the Emperor. So, recent past. You've been flying towards something at speed. I think you have finally seen the light, or you've found some clarity, and I think you've had a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction with it, to be honest. I think you've just thought, you know, things have become clear, and then you're like, right, this is what I need to do, and you've really started to move towards it at speed regardless. And I think maybe you've rubbed up a few people the wrong way, and you've ended up in a sort of a clash with them about it. And I think maybe they are not seeing things the way that you are, and you know, you've sort of made your point clear, and you know, you feel like you have sort of come out on top of it, but you know, you need to just let it go now. I think you need to let it go, and you need to, in order for you to move forwards in a strong and in a I won't say leadership, that you can move forward with leadership, is you just letting it drop now. Letting it drop. You've made your point clear, and you know, I think you've sort of headed on into this sort of this battle with somebody or some people or something, corporation. It could be you know, someone at work. It could be somebody at home, and you've just really seen things the way that you think that they are in a clearer way, and you've flown at it, and it's made you come into some sort of conflict with others. But as I say, in order for you to come out in a positive way, you need to really just let this drop, and you need to show you know, have some dignity, show people the way that, you know, that your strengths, your character, your like I say, your leadership, by just letting it go and walking away. Sometimes that's harder, and that is the best thing to do, and it is the what is the word I'm looking for? It's the right thing to do, and it's sometimes the hardest thing to do, is actually have the strength to walk away from something. Yeah, we've got the eight of wands, we've got the Lovers card, and we've got the 7 of Pentacles as our clarifier. So It's happened really quickly. Whatever's come about with you in your recent past, this clear thinking and this realizing something, it's happened really quickly, and it could be that I feel like it's actually in protection of somebody. And actually, I'm just drawn straight down to the sheep and blackberry devotion. I don't actually think it's your argument. I think it's somebody else's that you love or that you're connected to, and that you've gone into protection mode. And because of your devotion for this person, it doesn't have to be a lover or an intimate person. It could be a member of your family. It could be a really close friend. It could be just the downtrodden one. You have leapt to their defence, but now it's time to let it go. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, and that's weighing up all the work or the energy that you put into something. Was it worth it? And so I actually think that, yeah, it was worth it. Now it's time to move on. Yeah. In that strong, confident, I can do, and that energy of, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Some people really look up to the Emperor. He's a real leader. He's somebody to look up to. He makes good choices, and that's who you are in this case. You've got this lovely leadership energy around you, this strong, powerful energy. Right, let's have some current energy. Okay. We've got the Temperance card, so that's bringing things back into balance. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, that's about the flow of energy. We've got the Page of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So current energy is all about you being grounded, about keeping your feet firmly on the ground and knowing, coming from a place where you know that you are totally grounded and you are making smart choices because you are really grounded. And I think that's come from the energy of the Emperor. You've said your bit, you said your thing. Maybe you've gone into it a little bit hot-headed, but now you've sort of regained your composure, regained your leadership skills and your strength that comes from that Emperor energy, and you are now fully grounded. You are coming from it in a clear-minded way. You can see the reality of things, the clear-headedness of it all, and you are trying to change. The card, Temperance is a card of alchemy, so I think you're sort of trying to spin a little bit the outcome of whatever's gone on, and or maybe you're turning it from one thing into another. So maybe turn it from a negative into a positive. Actually, that is exactly what I want to say. And drawn down here, the Spider and Passion Flower, creative ingenuity. So I think you are being ingenious with the way that you are moving the energy, moving what's been said, what's been done, what's the scenario that's gone on, and you're turning it into something that's really positive. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, and that is all about the flow of life, the flow of energy. So giving and receiving. We want to be in balance with both of those, don't we? Don't want to constantly give. We don't want to constantly take. And then we've got the Page of Cups, and that's wearing your heart on your sleeve, being open with the way that you feel, the way that you want to move forward, just being really open. So I think for you in the current moment, you are really trying to turn what's happened into something good, into something, really positive. The scenario that's been, you're really feeling more grounded. You're really clear about, how you feel about it, and you are just really trying to spin it and turn it into a positive a positive thing. And again, whilst keeping that flow of energy good, you're being fluid about things, being organic about things, not letting feeling too stuck about the way that you are moving forward, and just being open to this flow, this gentle flow of things, and not being blocked or stagnated, the energy, not letting the energy get stagnated, just being really open to find balance with the way that you're feeling and the way that things are at the moment. And again, just by being really honest, being really open, well, this happened because this is how I felt, and just being completely honest about how you feel, I think, at the moment. We've got the Two of Cups, and that is the card of connection, about being connected to somebody in a really deep way. And it doesn't have to be a significant other, it could be a friend, it could be a work colleague, but I think all of this is coming from your deep connection to somebody. Obviously, I think, like I say, what's happened in your recent past was you reacting and being in protective mode over somebody, and I think now you are just trying to smooth over the waters, to just try and find clarity, and to just turn everything into a really positive, putting a positive spin onto things. We've got the King of Pentacles here, and he's really smart. He's financially smart. He's the richest king in the pack. He's also really good at drawing towards him all the good things in life, the abundance. So I think by doing this, you are helping to draw abundance towards you, and that doesn't have to just be financial. That could be love. That could be time. It doesn't have to just be finances. It could be something material. But I think you are, by being in this really open, balanced place, you are drawing towards you abundance, and putting you in a better position, in a more abundant position, like the King of Pentacles. He's sat there, he's really comfortable, he's really confident, he's really powerful. And I think the way that you are playing things at the moment, spinning things, I want to keep saying, because I've got this spider and passion flower with this lovely web on it, creative ingenuity. I think, it is putting you in a powerful place, a strong place financially, and a strong place, abundance, on manifesting abundance towards you. We've got the King of Wands, and he really is a powerful king. Obviously, he's a king of action, taking action, moving towards your joys, your passions, the things that light your fire. It's the element of fire. So all the things that really, float your boat, so to speak. And he's all about action. He's about moving forward, he knows where he's going to go, he knows why he's going there, he knows what he wants, and he knows how to get there, and he's just doing it. He's flinging himself out there. He's moving with passion towards those things in life that he wants. And I think they're the energies that you are currently working with, that you're currently sat in. Sorry, I've just been drawn up to the Skunk and Magnolia protection, and I think this is, you were in protection mode, I think, for somebody, or something, could well be, but I think it's more a person. You're in protection mode. It could be children, it could be work colleagues, it could be other half, it could be parent, it could be anybody. But I think you sort of flipped your lid a little bit because you found something out, and then you've had to sort of regather yourself and gather your composure. That, I think, was the phrase I was looking for earlier. And now you're coming at things in a more positive way. Now I think the dust has settled, and you've realised that you didn't get out of it what you'd hoped by sort of losing your shit, for want of a better phrase. Okay, Capricorn. let's look at some future energy. I'd love to know how the reading resonates with you, Capricorn. I realise it's quite specialised today and it may not resonate with everybody, but I'd love to know if it does. Also, it'd be really great for you to be part of my community, so giving me a thumbs up and a subscribe is a great way of doing that. And also, like I say, comment. I'd love to know, you know, how this fits with you. So let's find some future energy. Oh, for you, Capricorn. Oops. Future energy. I'm throwing them everywhere. Shocking shuffling. Oh, I'm going to take those. I think there's quite a few there, but I'm going to take them because I'm that one. Right. Okay. We've got 4 here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Strength card. And I've also got the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So moving forward, you're being offered an opportunity to build on something, to nurture something, to bring something into life, to put all your time and effort and love into it. So this could well be a business, it could be a relationship, it could be anything. It could be anything, but it's something that you've got to put your time, your love, your energy into. You've got to water it, you've got to love it, you've got to help it, to nurture it into life. We've got the 3 of Pentacles next to that, and that is the card of collaboration. So it may well be that to bring this thing into life, you're going to need collaboration with somebody or some bodies. So, you know, they may well be people that have got the skills that you haven't. So, you know, if you're working on a project, you may be bringing somebody in to help you with this project because they've got skills that you haven't. It may well be just another person that you're bringing into a relationship that you know you're collaborating together, and you've got you different, but you're bringing something into both to the party. And we've got the Devil here, and he's always a heads up for me. Especially when it's future energy. It's about, the Devil card is all about your shadow side, so those negative behaviours, those negative ways of thinking, low vibrational emotions. And it's just a heads up to not get dragged into that too much, because it may well be that you're being put in a position where things feel quite stressful, and your usual go-to coping mechanism is maybe something like alcohol. It could be like shopping, it could be smoking. It's something that, you know, isn't necessarily good for you, but you know, it's a go-to to help you in a difficult time. And I think this is always just a heads up to say, do you know what, there's a different way of doing it. Try and find a different solution, a different way of looking at things, a different way of coping with what's going on, rather than those lower vibrational things. So, you know, there's other options. There's always another option. And maybe you might need a little bit of strength, because that came out pretty much with that one. You need to sort of draw on your inner strength and sort of calm your inner critic, or your, you know, that lion inside of you that's feeling quite like it might take over. Oh, excuse me, just look at that there. And just, you know, just take stock and try not to go down that road. We've got the 4 of Swords, and that is the card of meditation. It's actually a card of taking stock as well, of taking time to quieten the mind and just to, you know, reset the way that you're thinking about something, to recharge yourself, to really meditate on something. And maybe that's what you need to do to stop yourself from falling down into that devil energy. We've also got the Queen of Swords, and she is finding clarity. So I think if you do take time to quieten your mind, to meditate on something, to really, you know, take time to recharge and reboot, then things are going to seem a lot clearer moving forward. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, and he is honing his skills. He's working hard, and he's improving himself in some way. And maybe that, you know, will come from you taking time out to find clarity, to quieten your mind, to not let your mind get carried away with you, then you may, improve your coping mechanisms, your coping skills, because obviously we had that devil energy and that's directly below it. I'm just going to find a couple more cards to sort of tie this all together, because we've got that Ace of Pentacles at the beginning and that collaboration with somebody that's maybe sent you off into a bit of a spin that you need to sort of your coping mechanisms are kicking in. So let's find a couple of cards to clarify what's going on there. Maybe, sorry, I'm looking at the Skunk and Magnolia protection. Maybe that's you're protecting yourself by doing these things, by going into that sort of negative way of thinking. It's like protection to yourself. Maybe a little bit of self-sabotage may be happening if you're not careful, and you're going to need your strength to drag yourself out of it. But I think once we have a heads up about these things and a little bit of awareness, then it often will just sort itself out, won't it? Let's have 2 cards just to clarify these and see how. We've got the 3 of... Right, okay. I think that your future energy, you're being offered this opportunity that's going to need some collaboration and help, and you are now in a position where you can really look towards the future and look to where you're heading, and I think it's scary. I think it's scary, and I think it's sort of, quite overwhelming. And it's made you start looking at the negative side of it and what you've not got and what you've lost and what's this and what's that. But instead of actually noticing that we've got the 5 of Cups. Sorry, I had the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is all about looking at the cups that have fallen over and not seeing the 2 that are behind you that are upright. And so I think, you've been given this new opportunity. You've been given this opportunity to collaborate with somebody else. And I think all of your lower vibrational feelings are kicking in here. Your fear, your... whatever. I think it's mainly fear that's kicked in. That's like, oh God, I've got, I can go somewhere new and exciting, and this is a little bit overwhelming, a little bit scary, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. So I think the key to it is meditation. For clearer thinking, you need to find clarity, and you need to maybe work on those feelings, that way of being. For yourself to help you get through, and so that you don't self-sabotage. Right, 3 cards to clarify your reading, Capricorn. It's been quite a deep one. I hope it's been helpful. Again, I'd love to know how it resonates. But whatever works out, you're going to be fine. It's going to be amazing. You've got that Empress Strength card in there. You've got a lot of strong cards. It's just stuff you've got to figure out throughout the month. So let's find 3 cards to help us. Okay, we've got the Magician. You have all the tools that you need to do the job in hand. So you have got everything within you that you need to do. You just got to draw on those tools to trust yourself, to not self-sabotage yourself, and just move on. As I've said, move on. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, and that's about holding on to something too tightly. Don't be holding on to any past grudges. Don't be holding on to any negative energies, to any lower vibrational emotions. Let things flow. Let that energy, the 6 of Pentacles, let the energy flow through you. Be open to things changing, to be open to the flow of life, and things will be all right. Okay, we have one more. The Page of Wands, and that's an exciting card. Moving towards your joys, your passions, your destiny, the things that light your fire, the things that bring you passion and joy. Moving towards those with a sense of a childlike way of thinking, with innocence, with open-hearted, with, do you know what? Let's just see what happens, and just rolling with that energy, just, in a really open-hearted way. So Capricorn, I think that's a really great reading. I hope you have a great month, lots of love, and I hope to see you again next time.